Taurus. It's nice to meet you. And today we're going to do a card reading for Chiron moving into Aries, which is from April 18th, 2018 to 2027. Though Chiron will go retrograde for a few months later in the year. But right now, it is the wounded healer moving out of Pisces, the emotional sign, into Aries. And it will be a time of looking at your deepest wounds. Only at the beginning. I mean, you can't look at your deepest wounds for that many years. But to begin with, that's what we were dealing with. Okay. And this is the card and it's present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. For Taurus, that is so appropriate. When do you not live in the present, Taurus? You're a very, very present kind of person. So let's see what we have to deal with for the next little while. Okay, so Taurus, there's the King of Swords, which can be a very sharp individual, very intelligent, but in this case I'm going to read it as change, and it's change that you are choosing to make. And why are you choosing to make it? Because you want more abundance, of course. Why not? And that's not just abundance of money. It's abundance in all shapes and forms. It can be abundance in spirituality. It can be abundance in good food or a nice home. But it is simply abundance. And that is a very valid reason for wanting to create change in your life. But, of course, the High Priestess sneaks in there and tells me that whether you're interested or not, you are going to be delving into the higher spiritual realms. And the High Priestess, I like the High Priestess. I know many people think she's very cold and non-conforming, but I don't see her that way. I honestly, I see her as somebody who sees but cannot explain things, because it's very difficult to explain things to people when they are not ready to hear. When they're not ready to hear, please don't waste your time. And when they're ready to hear, they'll come and tell you the truth, even though you've been telling them that for 10 years or 15 years. So there will be a bit of frustration moving into Chiron moving into Aries, which is to be expected. And that's only because you cannot see what the benefits of it just yet. There are more benefits, of course, far more benefits than there are spilled milk. So why not? Okay. And again, it's just a temporary down. And this is Six of Wands. And again, as I say, all my favorite cards. But this is a racehorse and a rider who've won a race, and they're in the winner's circle, and both the rider and the horse are happy and pleased with themselves. And it's important that both the horse and rider are happy, because that means that things are working well in dual relationship, not just one. Not just the one person. And so I guess this is the last card, because basically this card and this card are saying the same thing. The Sun card. To me, though, the Sun card is a highly spiritual card. You can see that the angel or goddess is looking up to the universe, and that's generally where we think of when we rise up or we aspire to go higher spiritually. and she's got pure joy on her face. There are things that are happening in the background, but they have less impact on her than they haven't had in the past, which means things will have less impact on you than things have had in the past. The energy around you will flow much faster and easier, and the spiritual joy of rising up, and this is a joy card. When I call it my candy cotton joy card, because it's a card of pure joy. And honestly, in my opinion, true spirituality is joyful. If it's not joyful, it's not spiritual. Okay, let's try this one. So we have the present. We got the present, being in the present. We've got all the wonderful other news about growing spiritually and growing strong. And then I've got again patience. You're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Well, that's exactly what I've been saying, isn't it? Things are growing and changing because you chose it, because you want a better life. At times there will be frustrations, which it's resistance, but that's normal. But with the continued growth in spirituality, things will come your way much better. There will be joy and, of course, knowledge. Because if you have knowledge you can't impart to others, then you do have knowledge. Isn't that so, Taurus? So it is lovely to talk to you, and may Chiron bless you in its move into Aries. Namaste.